I currently live in the city of Duluth.
I currently reside in Buckhead.
I live in Buckhead in Atlanta.
I live in Atlanta, just inside the perimeter.
I have a place in Buckhead and a place in Duluth, so I go back and forth depending on where my morning meetings are.
I live in Alpharetta.
I live in Buford.
I live in Suwanee.
I live in an apartment community in Duluth off of Satellite Boulevard.
I live in Buckhead, right off Cindy Marcus and Piedmont.
Location, my husband at that time was working in Alpharetta and I was working in Gwinnett, and so we needed something that was kind of central, easy access to both highways, and so that's kind of where we chose.
It was a cost of living.
Alpharetta is not too far from the city, and there's a lot of good restaurants and fun things to do, and it's a little more suburban, but not too suburban.
I like the idea of being able to park my car on Friday and not have to drive really until Monday morning. So I looked in town, and Buckhead was kind of the right fit.
Suwanee's a great place to live. It's got great schools for a new family, and that's kind of what we were looking for.
I chose to live in Duluth because it was close to the highway, it was close to a lot of shops and restaurants, and access to everywhere I needed to go.
Mainly because it's close to my friends and it's close to everything I do for fun.
I work for the Gwinnett Coalition for Health and Human Services.
I'm a project manager.
I work for a consulting firm. It's based out in Asia, and I am the principal consultant here in the United States, in Atlanta, Georgia.
I work at Anderson Tate & Carr in Duluth.
I work as a realtor. I have my own real estate firm.
I'm an associate at Webb Tanner Powell Merchant Wilson in Lawrenceville.
I'm a vice president for an advertising agency.
I'm a senior marketing specialist for marketing plans on our combine harvesting equipment.
Definitely in Gwinnett, I really like the Pleasant Hill Road area. I mean, that's where I come up. It's obviously got a great international vibe. It's where a lot of my friends and I like to go out just on the weekends. Great food scene. If you're into the karaoke thing, that's where all the karaoke bars are. So yeah, I mean, I end up there probably at least a couple times a month.
There's some decent mixed-use developments like Suwanee Town Center and downtown Norcross.
One of my favorite spots is Purple Rain.
I like the cities in Gwinnett, but I haven't spent a lot of time socializing in Gwinnett because mainly I come to Gwinnett for work and then I go home and I socialize, in Atlanta.
We try to stick to some of the local restaurants. We're pretty close to Suwanee Town Center, so we're a big fan of that place. Several restaurants in that area, as well as the amphitheater. They generally have Suwanee Days and things like that.
I sometimes will go to the Gwinnett Arena if there's an event there after work, but generally I go back to Atlanta.
More cultural and arts opportunities for young professionals.
And I like being able to, be 5 or 10 minutes away from meeting up with friends or going to a concert or going to get dinner. And so I think Gwinnett, because it's spread out, makes that a little more difficult. And I think that if there were more centers of activity in Gwinnett, then, we might have more opportunities for young professionals to socialize.
Trendy restaurants, an active nightlife, unique shopping opportunities, as well as affordability and accessibility.
I would love to see more walkable space or more bike trails. I tried to ride my bike down to the Suwanee downtown area from Buford one day, and I felt like I was going to die.
Some better transportation. I think it's hard to get to some different areas in Gwinnett fairly easily, in and outside of the perimeter. So those were things that I think would help in terms of getting young professionals out into Gwinnett.